Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bearded Respect. I'm BREWCITY Bearded Scott, and this is
Mike,
and we have
Jason,
and our guest tonight, Spencer. And we will be right back after this intro video. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Bearded Respect. Here with episode number 40. And we have Spencer from Invicta Coffee Company on tonight. So, Jason, you want to say hi to all these fine people, and we'll move on with meeting Spencer.
I will, since I won't have too many questions since I'm not the coffee drinker. So I don't want to see anybody in the comments saying, Jason, are you going to say anything? So anyway, we got Vato.
What's up, Vato?
Hey, Vato.
Vato's in. He's bright and early for the
You're
coffee.
welcome.
Travis.
Hello, neighbor.
What's up, Travis?
Miss BREWCITY Becky. Yes, number 40. Already.
What's up, Becky?
Ryan.
Nice of you guys to drop by.
What's up, Ryan?
Russ Young.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Russ?
Chris, True North. How's it going,
Hi,
Chris?
everyone.
What's up, Chris?
There we go.
Hey.
Time's ticking, Chris. I'm gonna say it every week. So,
Mark.
Hello there.
Mark
Hey,
Brown,
Mark.
what's up?
Hey, Matt Foley. He's
Hey,
got
brother.
the thumbs up for the coffee.
What's up, Matt Foley? I bet he knows where the good coffee shops in Pittsburgh are. Where Jason
Let's
doesn't.
see. Yeah, I don't. There we go. Donald Long.
What's up, Donald?
Donald's been posting some interesting pictures on IG, them close-ups of them bugs and spiders and stuff.
Nice of you guys to drop by.
Oh, and there he is. The coffee guy himself, Mr. J. Cruz.
Yeah, Jay Cruz. What's up?
Jay, have you ever tried Invicta coffee yet? And we got
No, but I heard he was
E-Rock.
excited for tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
E-Rock, what's up?
E-Rock. Oh, he said he met Becky yesterday, kinda.
Yeah, we had a video chat on Instagram. So I'm like, well, I better take this downstairs so Becky can at least say hi to you. She wasn't exactly prepared.
All right, I think we got everyone.
Yeah, looks like it for now.
We can say hi as everyone circles in.
Yeah.
So Spencer, tell us who you are and what you do.
Hey guys, thanks for never done a podcast, never done one of these live ones. That was pretty cool. But I'm Spencer, or otherwise known as Invicta Coffee Company, out here in good old Arizona. Yeah, about it.
Awesome. So how long has Invicta been a company? How long have you had this going?
I have like no concept of time anymore, but
Okay.
going on
ADQ.
2.5 years, I want to say, give or take.
Cool.
Maybe going on 3 years. Yeah,
Okay.
sounds about right.
Diablo.
Yeah, you mentioned you've been on a couple of podcasts before. I think the first I heard of you was on a podcast called Potty Mouth Podcast, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think you were on the Fight Like Hell. I might have those backwards, but
Yeah.
I-
First one I did, with Spencer Kirksey, on the podcast. That was the first time I met Spencer too in person. So that was fun.
yeah, you actually drove there, right? Like to San Diego to be on the.
Well, yeah, my wife and I were going there just to have like a little vacation on the beach, anyways. And so me and Spencer linked up while I was there, and he put me on his show, and we had a lot of fun. He's a good guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The beard swag.
So tell us about your love for coffee. You must have a love for coffee. You started a coffee company. What inspired this? What was the process like?
Oh man,
Yeah.
this is a deep rabbit hole to go down. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people will relate. You know, with as far as the coffee goes, but where do I even start? I don't have a solid answer for why I wanted to start a coffee company per se. I know it's not a very that's a pragmatic answer, but I just wanted to start something that I could kind of get my creative juices flowing with. And I obviously loved coffee. I don't really think anybody would start a coffee company that doesn't. And I don't really like drinking, Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, things like that. I will if I absolutely have to, if I'm in a pinch, but I appreciate, I guess you can coffee snob, I guess, like how there's snobs,
I can
beer snobs,
relate.
stuff. I'm kind of a coffee snob. And so I appreciate really good coffee, and yeah, that's kind of just where it stems from.
So do you roast the beans yourself?
No, so I use a local roaster here in town.
Okay.
I have the space for the equipment, or
Right.
the money for it either, and so there's a local roaster that has all the space, they have all the equipment, and they do a really solid job. They're really good at what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I would have to agree. I enjoy your coffee.
it's pretty good. they dialed in for sure. Yeah, I trust them. I trust that they know what they're doing, and they definitely do. They have not let me down yet.
Mm-hmm. And from what I understand, you're a veteran-owned company, right?
Yep.
Were you in the service? You and your wife in the service? One or the
No,
other?
I don't think my wife would have made it 5 minutes in the military.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I joined the Army right out of high school. I signed up when I think I signed up when I was 17. Because it was the delayed entry program. Yeah, so I think I had to have been 17. Anyway, yeah. So as soon as I got out of high school, left for the Army. Just on contract. A few years in that, got out, moved out here, and been out here since.
Yeah. What kind of job do you have in the Army?
I was infantry.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
So
Scott,
shooting
things up.
Scott was a tank driver
Oh,
in
okay.
the Army, and I was a medic in the Army.
Once, but that was about as close as I got. I guess with Bradley's, that's a tank, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was a cavalry unit, so we were attached with infantry and Bradleys.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Those things are pretty fun to drive.
Yeah, those Bradleys are a lot different than being in a tank, actually.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. I don't know if I think I'm phobic to have that job. I don't know if I would dig that or not.
Okay, we got a question here for you.
All right.
What's the shelf life of ground coffee and whole bean coffee in the bag?
What is a shelf? So I'd say if you want it to be, so all of my coffee personally is roasted to order. So when you get my bag of coffee, if you place an order with me and you get your coffee, it is extremely freshly roasted. So the shelf life is going to be longer than a bag that you picked up at the grocery store that's already been sitting on the shelf for 2 months. So I'd say, I mean, if you want it to be as fresh, it all comes down to how fresh do you want it to be. I mean, I wouldn't let a bag of coffee sit for longer than a month. If you keep it in the fridge, it'll stay fresher longer, just like with most things. But if you, I'd say probably 4 to 8 weeks before it starts going, losing a little bit of its freshness and flavor and boldness that you're looking for in a fresh cup of coffee, give or take.
And then he got a follow up. What's the proper term for those foil type coffee vacuum sealed bags?
The proper term, the ones I use, I think, are technically called a block bottom bag, if I'm not mistaken, like a gusseted block bottom bag.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm sure there's multiple names for them, but
Yeah. So what is your preferred way to make coffee? Like a lot of people like either cold brew or they have the different types of like a mocha pot or a Chemex or
I like 99% of the time I drink cold brew, even if it's freezing
It's so
cold.
hot down there.
Like a lot of people are seasonal. Though. Summertime, I drink cold coffee or I drink hot coffee. I just drink coffee year round. But if I am going to drink hot coffee, I really like using my Chemex. Sometimes I'll make iced coffee with the Chemex too, but I just really like the process of. It's a little time consuming, but I like the process of making a cup of coffee with Chemex. I think it's fun. Whole bean is the best because you are not. Yeah, this person's bearded Wolverine. You are correct. Whole bean is if you're into grinding your own coffee beans, you're gonna get the freshest cup of coffee if you buy whole bean and grind it right before you brew it for sure.
yeah. That would be the way I would go personally.
Yeah, a lot of people, it's the age of the Keurig, where you take the plastic cup and put it in there and hit a button. And I get it, it's the convenience and stuff. But yeah, those that like people that like me that are coffee snobs, you get the whole bean and you get the grinder and like I have a hand grinder. Like if I'm gonna grind my beans, I literally do it by hand. That's how much I like the process of it.
Yeah, I used to do that, and just recently we got an electric one.
Yeah, electric is the way to go.
So what's your process for making your own cold brew?
So I have like 4 different cold brew makers actually. They're all kind of similar, but it's basically just I've done a lot of trial and error. The way I like it best are just like the glass jugs with the mesh in the middle.
Yeah,
I found
okay.
work best, and they're easy, they're cheap. You can get them on Amazon for like anywhere from $20 to $50. It does a good job. So, but there's all kinds of different ways out there to make cold brew. I've seen people do it with the blanking on it. Yeah, I mean there's a ton of different ways, but I found that those mesh filter ones are they're easy. They don't make a mess and it's quick.
Yeah, I have a pitcher that I use for that.
Yeah, a lot of people. I've seen people do like a sock inside of a pitcher, literally. People do it that way.
Yeah, I just bought it on Amazon. It's got like a filter that you just clean it out every time and
Yeah,
Mhm.
pretty
works
easy.
nice.
Yeah, the ones I use are a little bit bigger, just because I like to have more on hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I almost wish mine was a little bigger sometimes.
Yeah, I've got one of those rumble jars. It's like a mason jar with the filter on the inside, and I don't use it often because it doesn't make enough coffee for me. But it's a cool concept for sure.
Right.
Now,
Thanks, Chris.
when you talk about cold brew, is it just cold brew, or do you use like iced coffee? 'Cause
So
I
basically just freshly brewed hot coffee poured over ice. Cold brew
okay,
sits inside the water. The coffee grounds sit inside the water for, I mean, I'd say a minimum of 12 hours, but I leave mine in there for like 24.
Yeah.
And the longer it sits in there, the stronger it gets. And I mean, it's all preference.
yeah,
So Jason, you don't brew it at all. Like you don't heat it up at all. You just take the grounds, you put it in this
right.
you put in this like container and put it in cold water, put it in the fridge for a day. You could stir it up a little bit, but it's just cold,
Right.
not hot at all.
Brewing the coffee.
yeah, because the only reason I asked is because I heard I watched another show that had a coffee guy on, and he was saying, iced coffee's bad because all the ice in there, it melts and it screws up your brew, so you don't. Yeah, he didn't like iced coffee.
Well, yeah. Notice if you go to like Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks and you get an iced coffee, and you drink about half of it, and
Mhm.
before you put it, it kind of looks more like this than it does coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now be careful with the Dunkin' Donut comments because we got a guest in here that's all he drinks. That would be True North Beard Company. He's all about the DD.
I'm from New England, so I mean, Dunkin' Donuts is pretty much all there's available there.
That's where he's out of.
Yeah,
New
that's
England
what he
area.
said. That's what he said earlier. He said in Boston there's a Dunkin' Donuts on every corner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, are everywhere.
Where in New England are you from?
My wife and I are both from New Hampshire, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've done some camping up in New Hampshire. Oh man, that place is awesome.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't miss the winters, but we do miss it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would imagine you don't see much snow in Arizona.
No, not where we're. Sometimes it does rain out here, and I'll tell you what, like, as a person that appreciates nature, there's nothing cooler than seeing snow in the desert. It's awesome. But the good thing about Arizona is, I drive like 2 hours north of where I'm at, and I'm up in Flagstaff, and they got a ski up there and everything, so it's pretty nice.
Yeah, I live in Wisconsin. We actually had snow on the ground last week.
Oh, kidding. And I'm guessing was it like 80 degrees this week?
No, it's been in the 30s and 40s, but this weekend it's supposed to hit 70.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's that fluctuation.
Yeah.
True North has another question. Is there a specific country that produces the strongest coffee, like Colombia or Ethiopia?
Ooh, that's a good question. The strongest coffee, actually, like strong as in caffeine wise, or strong as in like flavor. I'm not really sure. Ethiopia is where coffee originated from. I know that. So I would assume that one of my coffees comes from Ethiopia. I can't remember off the top of my head which one. But no, it's the Going Dark is a single origin of mine that comes from Ethiopia. And that one's pretty freaking strong. But I'm sure it fluctuates. I don't really know if there's a one answer to that question or not. But good question.
Okay,
Going Dark. What is it? A low roast? Not low roast.
Light roast.
Light roast.
Light roast is stronger, caffeinated wise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, there's your question.
Kopi Luwak coffee? I don't know what that is. Is that from India?
Is that the digested coffee bean?
Yeah, that's the cat poop coffee.
Monkey monkey, or is it a cat?
I
thought
think
it
they
was
do
cat.
both.
I thought it was like an elephant or something.
That might be worse.
Yeah,
It's the poop coffee. It's the expensive poop coffee.
yeah, very.
It's a little
expensive.
too expensive for me to begin with.
Yeah,
Ugh.
Bearded Wolverine. Have you had it?
Never
That's
done
what I
that.
want to know.
Yeah, has this person done it? Have you done it? Born in Exeter, New Hampshire, Manchester. Okay. Beautiful.
Well, sounds like Wolverine has had it.
Yeah, I grew up kind of in the more north than Manchester. But yeah, that's cool. Exeter's I think I don't remember. Exeter's I think towards the coast. I don't remember. But poop coffee. It's actually really good. I bet it is really good.
Wow.
Well, for the price you're paying it, I would hope it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where you get it, but
Off the ground.
Yeah, and he did say strongest caffeine wise.
strongest caffeine is like of the coffee that I offer, or just in general.
Well, he was asking between like what country produces the strongest coffee caffeine wise.
Person that asked that question. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know either.
I'm not sure. I don't know if there's. I don't really know if there's like a way to
Measure that.
measure that. Yeah, I don't know. All coffee is poop coffee.
Yeah, that's right, Chris.
Look at the face on his picture. Kind of goes with the comment.
We want you here.
And yes, Wolverine has had it.
Mm-hmm.
And Ken says he only follows animal for its poof if it ate his weed. Hey, Justin.
Oh, good one. Hey, Justin.
Hey, Gary.
How you doing, Gary?
Hey, Gary. Thanks for stopping by.
Jeremy.
Jeremy, what's up, man? That
Alley
baby's
Cat.
cute.
They used to make coffee, and then I was buying that pretty regularly for a while.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he
must
had
have
Alley
known
Cat Grinds.
Yeah. I think he was working more on the CBD line and stuff, so he spent his time there rather than on the coffee. But it was some good coffee.
I've been trying to get a CBD coffee, but I just haven't figured out the logistics yet.
Well, I do have a presentation together with some of the things that you offer, so we can show everybody.
We'll come back to that question, Wolverine, after this presentation.
Where do you prefer your coffee beans?
I don't really have a preference. I normally get a variety personally.
I have I like the South American beans better.
Do you?
Yeah. I don't know why. I just prefer that taste than the African beans.
Okay, and Invicta Coffee offers with every purchase they provide a donation to mental health charities.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Baby's freaking out.
We heard her.
I was just saying, with every purchase you provide a donation to mental health charities.
Yeah. So basically that was like the whole premise of me. I guess I probably should have brought that up at the first question. That was like the whole premise of starting the company in the first.
It's okay, we got to it.
Yeah, well, you know, we get there. So my initial goal was when I first started to provide a donation every month to a new charity. obviously having repeat donations to, I would only have a handful of charities, but that turned out to be a lot harder than I anticipated. So what I decided to do instead was just at the end of every year, find one or two charities that I really liked what they were doing and donate whatever I could to them. So
That's
well,
awesome.
that's great that you do that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then these are just some of the coffees that they Invicta offers. Starting
That's
with the
Virgin Ethiopian I was talking about right there.
okay. Well, that's cool. There wasn't a whole lot of description on some of them on your site, so
Yeah, I know I need to do a better job of that.
Okay, I have a question. I don't understand. Okay, you're calling this one going dark, but it's a light roast.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this was a collaboration one, wasn't it?
Yeah, so that's with the Alpha Country. He's I think he's actually out now, but Green Beret. So I believe retired now, Green Beret. And so for those that weren't in the military and don't understand the play on words, going dark is referring to when you put your night vision on. That means you're going dark. So that the skull with the headgear on and the night vision. That's people that weren't in the military might be like, I don't get it, but now you know.
Okay.
yeah, we had those in our tanks when I was driving in. If we'd hit enough bumps, the whole scope would fall out into my lap. And those things are like 50, 60 pounds.
Oh yeah.
That's not where you want it falling.
Especially when it's dark, you can't see it, and it's just like
Yep.
scary.
Okay. And then we had the Rune Brew, which I believe that was a collaboration, wasn't it?
Yep. Yeah, I have a couple. Let's see, I have 3 collaboration roasts. This was actually the first one I ever did with Ian from Rune Nation, who's actually also he's from New Hampshire as well. Yeah, he was the first collab I did. That's a light roast. That one's really good, pretty strong. I'm trying to remember where those. This one's a blend. I don't remember where the beans from this one are from. I'd have to look it up, but.
And then the Reckoning,
The Reckoning. I
which
like
is
that
a
one.
medium roast.
Yeah.
That's your favorite?
I think that's a
Hard to
question.
pick, right?
I think that's my favorite label design. I don't know if it's my favorite coffee or not. I think the Reaper is probably my favorite, even though it's a dark roast. But I think flavor-wise, I think the Reaper might be my favorite.
That's the one Michael suggested to me.
For a dark roast.
Yeah, and that rune on your website says the origin was from Brazil.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I like how I have the description and origins on some of them and just not all of them.
Who's that web designer?
Okay. So I noticed there's a difference in price. Is that maybe because of the collaboration?
No, so it's based off of the price of the beans that the price that I pay for the beans. Like you'll notice that the going dark is I think like $1 more or something.
Yeah,
and that's because
yeah.
and those single origins are a little bit more pricey than the blends. And it just depends on where they come from and all that stuff.
Okay.
Who does the designs for your company?
It's a guy I found on Instagram. He's got like a weird Instagram handle. I don't even really know how. It's like I don't even know how to say it. uh, like Nam Slimo or something like that. So I started off with one designer when I first started, but I just had so many ideas for designs I wanted to do, and I just couldn't afford to pay this guy what he charged. And so I just kept shopping around and found this guy. He does really good work, and he's really affordable. And so I switched him, and he kills it, and he's very responsive, and I've been very happy with his work.
Well, that's cool.
Cool.
And Gary was asking if it was roasted in house. He had said earlier that he's not able to roast it in house and doesn't have the money for the equipment at this point.
I'm sure it's quite expensive.
Yeah. So it's not like it's not drop shipped coffee though. You know, like there's a lot of coffee companies out there that you know, like drop ship their coffee, and it's
Right.
I definitely don't, you know, where somebody places an order on the site and it goes to like somebody in another country or state, and you know, you don't like I don't roast it in house, but I do have like I'm physically in person at my roaster. You know, I see what's going on there and all that stuff.
Yours is roasted in the house down the street.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean it's roasted right in front of you, just not in your house.
Right.
Which is even better. Like you don't have to take up all that room.
Right. They've got
Beard History wants to know if you have a peanut butter coffee.
That's funny. Somebody actually just brought that up to me the other day, and I had never even thought of peanut butter coffee, but it's definitely something to look into for sure. Yeah, that would be really good.
Yeah, the company I was mentioning, Alley Cat, who actually had that question, and he said he couldn't roast it in house either when he did it, but he did have a peanut butter, like almost like a peanut butter cup coffee.
Yeah, I could definitely see how that would be very tasty. I'll have to talk to my roaster and see what they can do for that, because I would be interested.
Yeah, it was good. And then I believe this was a collaboration with Bourbon Company.
Yep. So that's a Sister Dale out of Texas. That is my, especially now that it's fall time and the holidays are coming around, people really eat this one up, or well, drink this one up, I should say. Yeah, it's very tasty.
And if you ever want to try good bourbon, try Sister Dale. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I am no guy at all. They dad from Sister Dale over there, he sent me a bottle, and I took it, I tried it, and I was like, I can't do it. I'm not a bourbon.
Jay Cruz wants to know, how do you like your coffee? He's on a black wave currently.
Yeah, I only drink my coffee black. I don't put anything in it. Sometimes I'll put unflavored like collagen protein in my coffee, but I don't add sugar, cream, or anything like that. I always drink it black.
Yeah, that's me personally. Although recently, our friend Healthy Bearded actually had another coffee company on his live stream, and he suggested trying honey. So I've been trying that here and there lately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people do honey. A lot of people do butter, like butter coffee.
Yeah, butter. I just found that out a couple months ago. I'd never heard of that before.
Yeah, a lot of people that do like keto diet and stuff like that's good. Like a quick fats in first thing in the morning, stuff like that. I've never put butter in my coffee, but people say it's really good. I could see how it would be, but
yeah, that's part of that whole bulletproof coffee.
Yep.
Yeah, bulletproof. Yep.
Which I never got how it got its name, but
so the bourbon pecan I've never tried. For my personal preference, I don't like flavored coffees. I only like straight bean, nothing added to it. But I definitely like the bourbon that's put in or soaked in the coffee or however that's done. I just don't like it together.
Yeah. But it's very it's not overwhelming flavor at all. It's very mellow. It's wicked smooth. Yeah. So like if anybody is like you and me and they kind of deter away from flavored coffee, I'll tell you, it's not what you think. It still
Yeah.
tastes like, it doesn't taste like, like when you get some of these flavored coffees and it tastes like you're drinking candy or something. Yeah, it's very good. You do peanut butter coffee. True. Yeah. Well, you'll get that kind of, depending on what kind of coffee you do, you'll get that chocolatey kind of flavor from the coffee. So.
Yeah, the bourbon pecan one we had the Fight Like Hell podcast on. Rob said that's the one he always gets.
The bourbon pecan?
Yeah.
Sorry, there's like a lot of noises going on, like on both sides. Like trying to listen to both. Like yeah, the bourbon pecan, people love that coffee. It is. I mean, I'll drink it especially now that it's cooling down. I'll drink it more often. But yeah, it's very easy to drink for sure.
This is the one I've been hearing about, the Reaper.
Yeah, I think that might be my favorite. I love that design too. It's so cool.
Yeah, that is a pretty cool design.
It's actually supposed to, oh, never mind. That's not what I thought it was, but it was the iconic pose remastered into what it is.
So
that's definitely my favorite flavor is the dark roast, the Reaper. That's one I think I have a subscription to that one specifically.
Yeah, I think you do.
So that's the one that my wife might like because it's a dark roast.
Yeah, if she likes dark roast, she'll like that one. It's people think of dark roast. A lot of people have a lot of misconceptions about dark roast. One, they think dark roasts are stronger in caffeine. That's not true. But they also think dark roasts are bitter, which I mean, obviously they can be for sure. But again, we know what we're doing. And this one is very, very smooth.
Hey,
Hi, Nancy. Yeah, if you don't like that bitterness, the way to go would be cold brewing then, because it would take a lot of that bitterness away.
Yeah.
Cold brew is the only way to go.
No, I didn't. We didn't even mention on this. How big is your bag? How many?
12 ounces.
12 ounces. Okay.
My bags are 12.
And you can get that in whole bean or ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when you go like what coffee you want, there's a little drop down that will ask you if you want whole bean or if you want ground.
Okay.
And your website says this one is from Italy, which I found kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it?
I think this should be a blend. I believe it's Italy. And does it say anything else on there?
Just says origin Italy, and then note about the 2-day turnaround.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I think this one's a blend. I think it's Italy and somewhere else. I don't remember where, but yeah, most of my coffees are blends. I'm trying to think. I believe the Going Dark is the only single origin that I have. But I don't. It's been a while since I've looked at that stuff, so I don't remember off the top of my head.
Hey, Daniel.
What's up, Daniel?
Okay.
So where did the name Invicta come from?
So basically, when I decided to pull the trigger on this and turn it into something, I was just trying to think of something simple, didn't sound stupid, and kind of meant something. And so I knew the whole vibe that I was going for was, this whole mental health thing. And Invicta means unconquered. And so I was like, well, that's kind of cool. That is fitting. I like it's different. And so, yeah, I just decided to to go with that. There wasn't a whole lot of thought put into it. I was like, I like it, I'm going with it, and then just ran with it.
Yeah, and I think someone mentioned that. Oh, Chris from True North said that Invicta, undefeated or unconquered.
Oh, yep. See,
Yeah.
good company gets it.
And he was also thanking you somewhere here for your service.
I appreciate it.
So what's cool is I know that you used to, I'm not sure if you still do, but these designs on the coffee bags, you also had like shirts with those same designs. And
For a couple of them, yep. Yeah, I took, I'm trying to remember, I think I took all the apparel down off of my site recently, except for those new hoodies I just put out.
yeah.
Because I'm switching. Obviously, I'm a coffee company, not an apparel company, so I don't have a bunch of apparel on hand. So what I do I do drop shipping with my apparel, and so I'm switching to a veteran-owned small business that does the drop shipping of the apparel instead of using the big corporate store. They're called Mission Essential Gear. So I basically just starting from scratch with them as far as all my apparel is concerned. So that'll but yeah.
What were they called?
Mission Essential Gear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's the same company. A local beard company here gets their apparel through a company in Arizona. That's veteran based.
Yeah, Mission Essential is not in Arizona, so it's probably not them.
Okay.
I think they're in like one of the Carolinas or maybe somewhere around there.
Yeah, he did a veteran walk across the country, and he met this guy who had a shirt company.
Wow. like you walked from one end of the
Yeah, he walked from Wisconsin to California.
Jesus.
And there was actually a documentary on it, Almost Sunrise. You can find it on Amazon.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a long walk.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he had these hoodies in these two colors for a $47.50, and these were also on the site.
Yeah, those. I should probably make another post about those. I'm selling those for $10 right now because I'm trying to get rid of them so I can make new hats. I have like
cool.
Yep, this is my hiking hat.
I could tell.
You can tell with the saw lines, but it's got the mountains, so I use it for hiking.
The one you got on your first hat I ever had made.
Yeah, that's the OG.
Yeah.
And then I think you went to this one.
Oh, yep, that was the original Reaper design right there.
And then this one.
Goddamn right.
Wow.
So I think I have them all. I think I have the whole collection. And I think I have every shirt too. So
well, the part is much appreciated.
True North says they're out of North Carolina.
Okay. Yep. See, I knew they were somewhere around there.
Cool. So that he also has some pretty cool stickers.
Yeah, those they are pretty cool, I have to admit.
Stop drinking shit coffee. That's awesome.
Hey, yeah, I like that one. And then Take the Road Less Traveled was pretty cool too.
Yeah, I had a shirt with that design on it, which I just took off the site, but I'll probably bring that one back because I really like that design a lot. I want it on more than just a sticker.
Yeah, that would be cool. And then he has a tumbler, and is that a bottle opener on the bottom?
Sure is.
I don't think I've ever seen a tumbler with a bottle opener on the bottom.
That's awesome.
Just when you're done with your cup of coffee, just switch on over to beer and you're
Yeah, it works. And then we had skipped over this, but you've also got a mystery coffee subscription for $12.50. is that just one of your other ones, or is that
No,
something totally different?
I actually had a customer. I don't remember who it was. Was it you? Was it?
It wasn't me.
Oh, okay. They were just like, they messaged me and they were like, hey, I've had this subscription for, this coffee and I'd like to switch it up to a different coffee. Is there a way for me to do that? And I was like, well, that's kind of a good idea. Just have like a mystery, like you just sign up for the mystery coffee subscription and every month I'll send you a different kind of coffee. Obviously, I only have so many different kinds of coffee,
Right.
but you're not getting the same bag every month. And so I just started doing that. So basically, if anybody that signs up for the mystery coffee subscription, I'll just, it'll still give you the option to select whole bean or ground, and I'll just throw whatever in there,
Yeah, that's cool. It gives you a chance to try the other types you offer.
Right. The problem is what's gonna be the problem coming here is, I'll forget what,
Yeah.
ordered last month, and I'll put the same bag in, and then he'll be like, what the hell? And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Because when somebody orders the mystery coffee subscription, there's no way for me to input what I put in their bag unless I do like a handwritten note on my whiteboard or something. And so, it's going to be, it is what it is, but.
Oh yeah. When I had a coffee subscription through Black Rifle, and I ended up getting, I think, 3 bags of the same coffee in a roll.
It's just a crapshoot, That's I guess I could technically say, well, that's part of the mystery.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I believe that was all of it. Yep.
So the hats are $10 now, just to get rid of them.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's a deal for a hat.
Yeah, actually, wants one. I think. Crap. I shouldn't have done this on my phone, so I could look at my phone while I'm doing this. I think the code is like hat. You know what? I don't want to X out of this. I'll just make another post about it on the page. But there's a code for it, so just so.
Okay.
Or are you on my site right now? Did I change the price of the hats, or does it show full price still?
It
I
says
think they're full
25.
price.
Okay,
yeah. Just 25.
To get them for $10. I just don't remember what it was. I think it's like hat 10 or something like that. But I'll make another post about it when I get off of here.
Okay.
No, I haven't looked at the website. Russ Young said something about mugs. Do you have any coffee mugs?
Not at the moment. No, I'm looking to get some handmade mugs done. They're just pricey. Not really in my budget right now. But the next mug will be handmade, and they're gonna be cool. So hopefully by the end of the year.
Okay.
It's always great to look for something new. I know there's a lot of cool coffee mugs out there.
I know, and if you if you just Google custom coffee mugs, I mean, it's overwhelming the amount of So I try to get as many small businesses as I can. I've reached out to other coffee companies that have these really cool mugs. I'm like, hey, like, where'd you get these made? And I found 2 small businesses that do them by hand, and I really like them. And so I try to have things be as authentic as I can make them versus just getting like, a 30-cent mug from China that,
Right.
Whatever. But, things are freaking expensive, especially nowadays.
Oh,
Yeah. And going up every day.
That is, yep, unfortunately.
So when you're not making coffee, what do you do for fun or?
Well, for fun, gee, do all kinds of things for fun. Work on X-ray equipment, so I'm a radiological engineer.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
Do anything that's fun, anything that's outside, anything that gets me moving, and I like shooting a bow. I like going camping, all that good stuff.
Oh, True North says he collects coffee mugs.
Yeah.
You and me both. I'm running out of room.
That ends up being the problem.
yeah, definitely. So earlier today, go ahead. Earlier today, I did an official poll. I polled all of Instagram on what their favorite coffee was to drink, and here are the results.
Oh, the light, medium, or dark? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. So 50% like light roast, 31% medium roast, 19% dark roast. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah,
Dark roast is the best.
Yeah.
But Instagram has spoken. Those are the results so far.
Now, I had to comment on his post there that he didn't have none of the above response to click. 'Cause that's what mine would have been.
You got to think about everybody on coffee.
Yeah, it would be more of a dark roast, but lately it's been medium roast.
Yeah, I mean, hey, both worlds, right?
Yeah, Mrs. Brew City doesn't really care for the dark roast.
I can go either way, honestly. I'm more of a flavor profile guy than I am a cat. Level.
Same way.
I drink so much caffeine it doesn't really matter at this point. So I just want a good tasting cup of coffee, which can be a dark roast if it's done right. It can be a light roast, it can be a medium roast. Just depends.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but it does not.
and it's surprising that a lot of people still think that. And I got to tell you, a couple months ago, I did like some quizzes on Instagram, like a bunch of coffee posts on stories, just to quiz people. And I did have coffee companies respond to me saying that dark roast had more caffeine. Because like one of the questions, like, what has more caffeine, light roast or dark roast? And a lot of people responded to these questions I had. And there was at least one coffee company that said dark roast had more caffeine. I was like, they don't know what they're talking about.
Like that answer.
At least know your business.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, for me, as long as it's a good tasting coffee, that's all that matters to me.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm just like I need caffeine, then honestly, like I'm just gonna drink an energy drink at that point. I'm not even gonna drink coffee. I'm just
Right.
You drink an energy drink, and you're gonna. I mean, you're balls to the wall. Espresso. Yeah, espressos. Yeah, my mom actually got me for like Christmas little espresso machine, and I need to use that thing more because espresso's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those machines can get pricey.
Oh my God, tell me about it. I've been trying to convince my wife to let me get one of the purple ones. It's like I think it's like $800.
Yeah.
But that's not even expensive for those things either.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally the taste of coffee. I mean, it doesn't get better than small batch, fresh roasted coffee. And
Yeah.
with your company, I mean, it's roasted that week and sent out, right? Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
that, like, it doesn't get any fresher.
Yeah, like I mean, sometimes I'll have some extra bags sitting around for like, you know, a few days. And somebody will place an order. I'm like, oh, perfect, I got that right here. But I mean, the coffee you're getting from me never sits around for more than a week
Right.
before you know. So it's very fresh for sure. Like so fresh. When I first started this company, the original batch of bags that I bought 500 or 1,000 bags. I don't remember what it was, but I didn't put the valves on the bags. And so my coffee gets roasted, put in the bag, and sealed. And what coffee does when it's been freshly roasted is like all the gases escape from the beans and it makes the bag expand. That's why coffee bags have the little seal on it that like lets that gas naturally. So when you go squeeze a coffee bag and you get that smell, that's what that is. And so my bags were exploding when I'd mail them out to people.
Oh man.
So that's how fresh it is.
Well, that's good because when you buy it in the store, you never know how long that bag's been sitting there.
Right.
Yeah. 6 months already.
Mhm.
Which, I mean, you know, it'll still taste like coffee when you brew it, but, you know, it's going to be stale. And
Yeah.
flavored creamer aficionados. You'd have to talk to my wife about that. I'm not a creamer guy.
Once in a blue moon, I'll grab Becky's creamer and throw some in, but normally black is good for me.
Yeah, it's honestly, if I drink flavored coffee now, or not flavored coffee, coffee with cream or sugar in it, which I don't do, but like if I have a sip of my wife's or something, it like actually kind of makes me gag.
Okay, we did have a dad joke here. I thought there was one somewhere. What roast is a pirate's favorite? Dark roast.
Dark roast.
Oh.
I just had to go make sure my daughter was still alive.
How old is she?
She's 2.5.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So my brother was just here with his daughter too, my niece, and I think he just left. So I'm probably gonna have to get going here in a second. So I can keep my daughter alive out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Anyone else in the chat have questions for Spencer and Invicta Coffee?
Almond milk and coconut milk. I could probably tolerate like a splash of like maybe some almond milk or something, but nah,
Yeah.
man, dark, black.
Black walnut. Interesting.
Huh, I've never even seen that before.
No.
Screwball is good at coffee. Hey, there's that peanut butter coffee you were looking for. I appreciate it. Thanks for listening. I'm not a very interesting guy, but anybody that wants to listen, I'm more than happy to oblige there.
No, it's definitely, we got some interesting stuff going on, and it's nice to know that you're putting something away from each sale to help with mental health, which
Absolutely.
is a big problem in our country. Probably more and more so every day.
Yeah, especially the last couple of years. It's not trending in the right direction, that's for sure.
Well, it looks like that's it for the questions. Spencer, thank you so much for joining us. I wanted to, kind of tell everyone what one of my favorite coffees were. You're veteran owned. You got somewhat of a beard growing, so everything
I know,
fit.
like my face as if I have anything compared to you guys. I'm like, it's too hot here for a beard like that. If I could grow,
They're actually more cooling than hot. I used to always think that too.
You take care of it right.
beard gets. When I trim it down and I get the mustache thing going, and that's about it.
It protects you from the UV rays too. You know, you don't get no sunburn under there.
Oh, that is true.
And
Well,
that's true, Mark. Yeah.
Head
Definitely.
hair.
Yeah, the first time I shaved my head was around this time last year when it was starting to get cool. And yeah, and I didn't have much hair to begin with. I'm pretty bald right here anyhow. And yeah, you could really feel that cool breeze coming on.
Yeah. Years I bicked my head once when I was in the Army. Just we all did it just for fun. And man, that was a weird feeling at first.
Yeah.
Thank you, Russ. Appreciate that, man. Blowing in the wind. Yeah, I wouldn't know about that.
Yeah. Well, if any of you saw that picture of us in Wyoming, all three of our beards were blowing in the wind in Wyoming. That first day we were over by Michael.
Thank you, True North. I'll look out for your message on Instagram.
Oh, we got
Cool.
a question before you go.
Thoughts on Monkey?
Oh, geez, Chris. I should have read it before I highlighted it.
Oh.
I don't really think I don't think I have any thoughts on monkey farts, but
Hey, Wiley. Yeah, what was... We had a guy on the show the other week, and he had a beard oil that was scented with monkey farts, and I can't remember what the scent even was.
how do you even do that?
I think he said it was fruity, wasn't it? It's a fruity.
Yeah.
It's a fruity smell.
Yeah, I don't really know if I can get on board with that. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate you having me on.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
My daughter's being right out there and it's making me nervous. So
Oh, that's fine. We've got some
Yep.
other stuff to do anyway.
Yep.
perfect. Well, thank you everybody for the questions.
Yeah.
Thank you for me on.
Yeah, great.
Talk to
Yeah,
you
we
guys later.
appreciate it.
Okay, everybody. I did find a laugh track here somewhere.
Hey, Michael, you know you're muted?
I didn't know.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks for looking out for me.
So with that, I'd say we better jump on. Yep, there goes Rush, #educated. Probably
I didn't even set it up yet.
Wow. You must have read my lips, because that's what I was saying when I was muted. I was like, let's get into our sponsorship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta find where I put it.
So, J. Cruz, question for you. Are you going to give Spencer a try? You gonna place an order and let us know what you think of his coffee?
Yeah, I really hope that some of you guys in the chat do try it. I enjoy it. I have a subscription to it. I get 2 bags every month, knowing that like it's fresh roasted, that same week, and a portion of the cost for the coffee goes to mental health organization. And yeah, and they have really cool gear, apparel when he does come out with it. As you can see, I own it all.
All right, Jay. I hope you like it. Yeah, Mark. I jumped in early.
Yeah, he's always in late, except for the one time I come in at like 7:30.
Yeah. I was early.
So,
Okay, Scott. There's your little
Oh,
hint there too.
I will get right on that. So #educated.
Yeah, Wolverine. I think that was on Jay Cruz's show when he had crap, Jay. I can't remember the guy's name, but yeah, when he had his coffee guy on, they were talking about Black Rifle, and Black Rifle, I believe, is now the Dallas Cowboys sponsored coffee. Was that true?
I believe so, and they've gone pretty big.
Yeah, they've gone big time. So yeah, they're not like that now. So that's it's probably not as fresh.
When I was working on the Ruck auction, I sent out a request to them, and they sent me out a request that I have to contact a specific email address, and they need at least 90 days notice to be able to make a charity donation.
Wolverine, he didn't like Black Rifle at all.
Black Rifle is like I like it. It's kind of like my go-to if I don't have any of the small batch, like this, the fresh roasted stuff. Like it's a good in between the fresh roast small batch company and getting a bag from the grocery store. It's like at least Black Rifle is roasted, fairly close to when you're buying it.
Oh, and Becky's actually found Black Rifle in stores.
Oh yeah. There's
when I used to buy it, you couldn't get it in the store,
right?
At all.
But yeah, they have like I don't know what you call it, but like you can franchise into it and be a seller of. I've seen it like vitamin stores, like weightlifting stores.
Yeah, that's the same with Death Wish. When my wife first started drinking it, she was ordering it, but it's in Target now and Walmart, so I don't know how fresh it's going to be.
Right.
So in the chat here, I posted a link for Educated Beards, but this actually goes to their blog page. They haven't really kept up with the blog, but there are some good articles in there that may be interest of you. The one that I posted was 5 ways to naturally increase hair growth. And it kind of just talks about different things that you can do to kind of help with hair growth without that's more natural, like a more organic based. But there's some other good articles in there too.
Yeah, they have a lot of great articles. I know I've read through them. A lot of information.
Mark, obviously I never have, but No, I don't.
I haven't heard of that.
And Chris, yes, yes, I have 5 daughters. The youngest 16. The oldest is going to be 29 in November 28th. So just about a month. She'll be 29.
And how many are in the house now?
Three. We got another one back in, so we got 3 in the house.
Oh,
I almost thought there was going to be a 4th one plus the 2 grandkids the other day. She came up here. She must have been feuding with the boyfriend, and I thought we were going to get another one plus two little ones, but not yet.
are you going to add an addition to the house? Running out of room.
My wife was dreaming of hitting a lottery and deciding what we were going to do. Maybe build a garage with an apartment on top, or yeah. So nothing like that right now. No.
Well, I can see they didn't take over the office yet.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, well, that was another thing my wife said, because over that direction, well, I know True North's seen it because I posted that thing about painting the doors, and said about, do you like painting the doors, or is it just a pain in your ass? But on the other side of there's another room that could be a bedroom, but it's not even drywalled yet. But my wife said about making that a bedroom, and then this room's pretty large. We could probably even cut it in half and make this side a bedroom. And I'm like, but then there goes your office, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I still got room in the basement, but I don't know. And so you did get that? You got the oatmeal cream pie greeter? That's cool.
Aftershave lotion.
Yeah, and Appalachia beard oil. Yeah, I got to place my order. I got a list made up, and my wife, she's picked out a couple scents she'd like to try in the women's line. But yeah, speaking of that, I haven't seen Alan tonight either.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
Alan and Angie don't. Maybe they don't drink coffee, so they skip this one.
That could be, but they
Or
could
busy
also be
packing Christmas orders.
Yeah.
Oh, not 2 dudes, good dudes.
No good dudes.
Good dudes, not 2
Is that
dudes.
no or no good dudes?
Is it just good dudes or no? Good dudes. Or no, it's just good dudes.
It's just good dudes.
Good dudes
It's
coffee.
good
Okay.
dudes.
Are you sure?
That's what I thought it was. And True North says, ever hear the Bud Light song Real Men of
Oh, yeah.
Genius? Actually,
Oh yeah.
Actually, Becky has recordings of those commercials.
Those are funny. I have a prediction of True North eventually coming out with True North Coffee Company.
Yeah.
He's got to come out with his company to begin first. What suitcase am I going to open?
Yeah, Chris. I know what you're saying, because actually, out of the 5 girls, let me clarify this a little bit, okay? When me and my wife got together, she had 3 and I had 1, and then we had 1 together. So on that post I had, the 2 on the left are the ones I made, and yeah, when they were little, and even now, everybody's, oh, they're Kleins, you can tell. You know, they look just like me. And I kind of pitied them, but I think I think overall they turned out pretty good looking girls. Okay. That's my song
Tracy
now.
and
True
Moosely.
men of genius.
Okay, let's just do the drawing.
Yeah, so this is for an oil and butter. Who is going to be the lucky winner this week?
Oh, I even forgot something.
Oh, I don't know. That's awesome.
Okay.
It's all my favorite songs.
Okay. Oh, we got another entry.
Yeah, see
Ellie
that?
snuck in there.
Yeah.
Ellie Orchard snuck in there.
Good thing I
Hey,
played
Scott.
the video. Hey, how you doing?
Vato!
Ooh.
Congratulations, Vato.
Cool. Congratulations.
Vato, you can reach out to Educated Beards on TikTok and let them know that you won this week's giveaway on the Bearded Respect. Let them know what scent you would like to try.
They answer on TikTok?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll make sure they do.
I'll make sure they do.
Absolutely.
And Becky says it's rigged.
Rigged. Hashtag rigged.
Oh.
Yeah, reach out via carrier pigeon if you want.
Oh, that's funny. Oh boy.
You can reach out on the email too.
Yes, you can. You can reach out on email if you want, but they'll reply on TikTok. There's a message function. I am on TikTok.
And announcement for next week. We have paranormal podcast who will be coming on. It's called Uncomfortable with Eric. Oh, I'm gonna butcher his last name. Zidgely. But otherwise, check it out on Spotify stuff. I'm sure I'll be making a post probably tomorrow or Saturday about it. But he's been killing it, and he's had some pretty interesting shows, especially his earlier ones.
And guys, I tried to get my wife to come on next week. I got a 99.9% no. So there's still that 0.1% chance, but that'll still probably wind up being a no.
Yeah, Eric actually has a story about a Native American witch, which is very interesting.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Where's he located, Scott?
Michigan.
Michigan. Okay.
right on basically the Michigan Indiana
Southwest,
border.
right? South or southeast, then southwest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you check out his podcast, give him a listen and come back next week to let me know who he sounds like. He has a very familiar voice.
And
Scott's like, do you know what I'm talking about, Scott?
not exactly.
Oh, I'll tell you later.
Yeah, Wiley, there's a 0.1% chance.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I do have a thing for that.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
An awesome line. Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, Greeter, it was rough. That's why, the first dog we got, we had to get a boy. Then the second dog we got had to get another boy. But now this third dog we got, it's a girl. And my wife wouldn't let me get her fixed. So that's a hassle and a problem. And then the one daughter that gave us grandkids, the first grandkid I got was a girl too. And I'm thinking, Jesus, I wanted to buy stock in Kimberly Clark, a paper product company.
Oh.
Is where I needed to put stock in toilet paper and stuff they go through. But yeah, we finally got a grandson. He's about 5 months old now. So yeah.
Yes, but maybe because you got the female dog is why you got the grandson.
That's possible. That's possible. And Justin, no, this is a Walmart special my wife picked up for me. So,
And
yeah.
that's kind of funny because Dixon tonight came out with a Jason flannel.
Yeah. They named a flannel after Jason, and he still hasn't got it.
Don't think that's the Jason they had in mind, but
No, but it's Jason. It was the Jason flannel.
oh, yeah, I feel out
Yeah.
of place. I didn't wear mine tonight.
Yeah, man, it's fall.
And Wiley, yes, it'll still take a couple more years. Once they get, because our 16-year-old, she's a hassle. Now we have a 19. Oh, and this is another thing I'll tell you. Okay, the one that's going to be 29 on November 28th has a sister that's 19. She's going to be 20 on the 28th as well. November 20th, they were born on the same day.
Wow.
So, yeah, once they get, into the early 20s, they get a little better. So she should fix herself. We'll see. I pray for you.
I always say that they don't get their actual adult brain till they're like 25.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's absolutely true.
And
Scott, don't worry, you can watch the replay.
yeah, watch the replay, buddy.
Yep.
Yep.
It's not going anywhere.
In fact,
If you
tomorrow
if
on
you
your
like-
walk, listen
Yeah.
to the replay.
And if you like coffee, yeah, it's worth it. I mean, I joked around last week about having PTO time and taking the day off because I don't drink coffee, but no, I enjoy these shows. They're good too. Don't always have to be about beards. Oh yeah, Justin. I agree. It did look like the old 3D glasses.
Yeah.
Oh,
I said it kind of looked glitchy.
Mhm.
yeah. Like right now, my 16-year-old, she is so moody. You don't even have to talk to her, and she looks at you with a death stare. If looks could kill.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I have two adult boys now.
Yeah.
And my wife always says she's glad we didn't have daughters.
Yeah, Mark. They straighten up. They realize what's right, you know. What we've done for them in life and stuff. They learn to appreciate it. You know, they realize that all the bitching and moaning we did to them wasn't for nothing, you know. But you know, they act like we were never teenagers once, you know.
Yeah, and we don't know nothing.
Yeah. I missed one. Oh. Wow, congratulations. Well, I didn't know.
Awesome. 3 weeks. Yeah. Yeah. I saw he posted some pictures of his daughter and his car, his other baby.
And yes, we were talking about this before the show. If it's going to be in the 70s this weekend, we probably have to go for a hike.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife, I was planning on maybe doing some last end of the year yard work outside Saturday, but my wife informed me we're going to take the granddaughter to Idlewild. So that's a little theme park, little nearby, roller coasters and stuff, kiddie land and shit. So yeah, I guess I got my day already planned for me.
Yeah, I also got to finish painting the porch.
Wow.
All right, Chris, we'll see you. See you next week.
Thanks, Chris.
Oh, talking about teaching you things, mine, especially, you know, I had one, she had three, and then we all moved in. They taught me patience. I used to have a short fuse, and I just learned to go with the flow because there ain't nothing you can do about it.
So yeah, everyone feel free to wear your costumes next week for our show. People in the chat that I'm talking to.
Why? You going to wear a costume next week?
Maybe. Why not? It's Halloween.
Yeah,
It's almost Halloween.
yeah, maybe I'll find I'll hunt up a Jason mask since, hey, it's me.
Right. Right.
Oh, my. I see where this is going.
Becky wants
Jason,
you to dress
Michael.
up like a clown.
Well, no, I was saying we have a Jason, we have a Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Scott? What's Scott going to be? Mark, you got to send us a picture of that. We'll do
No.
a cut.
No thanks.
We'll do a costume contest.
Oh. Oh.
It's too bad in the chat you couldn't post like a picture.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, they could change their profile picture.
Yeah, that's hard to see though.
Or send them to our email and then we can put them on the show. Yes, stressed up.
Maybe I'll dress as a lumberjack. That'd be easy.
Oh boy.
No, you gotta get creative.
Yes, Russ. Tomorrow is Red Shirt Friday.
Yep.
Russ, are you officially in the club now? I think it's around this time he said. I think it was like the 18th or something. And he was going to be officially in. I don't know if
Not
that's
sure if
right
he's officially in or not.
terminology. Like he was a prospect and then
Yeah,
crossed the
I know
bridge. And
he's real close. Not sure if he's in.
Saturday. Okay. He says Saturday.
Yep.
I knew it was getting close.
Yeah. That's 2 days away. He's watching Halloween.
Well, it's just a club mix.
That's Michael's song.
That's my favorite Halloween song.
Yeah, I don't miss that song anywhere. I grew up Halloween. We always watched all the Halloween movies,
Oh yeah.
even the stupid one, the one that didn't belong. The
Yeah.
Season of the Witch.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense at all, really, with the whole thing.
I don't know that one.
Oh, you're not missing anything.
Okay.
It's a weird one. Well, you're welcome, Russ. And if anyone else is interested, just reach out. We're always looking to bring new people in, no matter where you live.
What?
Even
Never
Pittsburgh?
seen-
Even Blairsville?
Yes, we have a chapter in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, and I think the guy in PA, there was that post on Instagram about the international people, the
Yeah.
international
I
officers,
saw that.
and one of the guys that is an international officer is in PA.
Yeah, probably Bearded Monk.
Yeah. I think that's who it was. Yeah.
Michigan mead.
Mm.
Huh.
What's a mead?
It's kind of like a wine. Normally
Oh.
homemade.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think what the difference. I know there's a difference, but this is one we would have to have. This would be a question for Chris. That company to be named later. He actually makes meads,
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
but his show is like going on now, so I don't know that we could have him on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But at that, I think we should probably call it a night.
Yeah.
Honey wine. Yeah.
I never had mead. I'd like to try it though.
I've tried it. I've had dandelion wine and a few others. Please
But yeah, thanks for
Well,
everyone coming to watch us tonight and
Yeah.
learn about Invicta coffee. Hope you give them a try. If not, that's okay too.
Yeah. Like small batch beard products, small batch coffee is also good as well. Sometimes it's where you find some of your best stuff.
Yeah.
But so we will call it a night. We will see you next Thursday with our guest, and I did not plan the spookier guest specifically for Halloween.
You didn't?
I've been meaning to ask him for a while.
I thought it was because it's Halloween.
Well,
thought it was the whole
that's just a
purpose.
perk. It's not the reason why. And
Well, everyone, listen to episode 5 of uncomfortable.
Yeah, if you listen to no other episode.
Yeah, listen to that one.
Because I'm sure then you'll know what we're talking about next week.
Yes. And tell me who he sounds like.
Okay. We have homework for next week. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
It will.
Good night, everyone.